And here we have the wild Charlie hiding amongst the bushes. Then you have the really jealous dog. He's still looking at me. As he comes out of nowhere to attack his owner. I don't know if you guys know this, but true fact, if you were to die, the dog would eat you in less than a day, just so you know. So he may be looking friendly, but he's willing to eat you. Look at that. Good afternoon. My AC has not been blowing like it really should be, so I'm going to recharge the system today. So we just gotta find this guy right here. That's the low line. So something I'm gonna need is this right here. Now these, little disclaimer, you don't have to buy the most expensive one. They come in either this braided hose or rubber hose. Just make sure it doesn't leak, because this does cause, if it does leak, you can get a little bit of frostbite. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so I think they sell the whole kit for like $20 or something like that. So we're gonna do this on. This is one that I had before in the past, whatever. So laying around. Picked up some Freon today. It's $4. You don't need anything fancy. See, this is the R134A. This is $4. You don't need anything fancy, none of that stop leak. Another disclaimer, before I did this, I did add a little bit of PAG oil and some red dye. So if it is leaking, I could find out where. Now this fitting can only go in one of the holes. It's always the low side. So if it doesn't fit, you got the wrong hole. Just remember that. See, it should be like that, nice and snug. Just like that. Now, first thing first, if you see this, it's a little gasket with, it basically, when you screw this on, it punctures. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to put this on there, and then we'll go from there. Again, you don't have to buy anything fancy. This one just has the trigger and gauge. So now you want to shake it a little bit before you actually get to it. I'm going to say probably a good 30 seconds or so. And while you are putting it in, you want to keep it upside down, and you want to keep on agitating it probably between 12 and 3 o'clock every 2 to 3 seconds or so. Just read the instruction, you guys. Again, this goes into the low side, I believe. If you want it nice and snug, you could, if it doesn't fit, you got the wrong hole. Next thing you want to do is turn on the car and make sure your AC is on high. Now what you want to do is you want to grab the can, check the PSI, see its total pressure, which it is. We want to get between 35 and 45, and then hold it upside down. And again, you want to as you're squeezing the trigger, you want to agitate the can. Oops. Just want to keep on agitating the can. Read the gauge. So it gets to our desired PSI. going until it steadies out, like so. And that's it. Next thing I did, I disconnected it. I'm just gonna let it run for a little bit, and again, like I said, I added a little bit of tag oil and some dye, red dye, so if it does have a leak, you can't see where it's coming from. Just give me back a couple seconds and we'll be right back. It's definitely way colder, so it's a success. Basically, I'm gonna monitor it the next couple days and see if it continues to leak. And if so, I'll use my UV light and I can track it. Again, you don't have to go buy the most expensive stuff. It's all the same. It's all R134A. I don't care if it's synthetic or whatever. If you are going to get it, one of the suggestions that I am going to give you guys is don't get the one that has the stop link. Because that will clog your compressor and might fuck up your condenser. So, yeah, it's legit. It's definitely way colder. Actually feels nice to have AC because it was hot. So again, let's go through the steps again. Find your low side. Agitate the can by shaking it. Make sure you find the low side. Turn on your car. Set your AC to high or max AC, whatever you have. And then keep on, if yours doesn't have a gauge, just make sure that you'll feel the pressure difference when it's just keep on agitating the cans every 2 to 3 seconds or shaking it whatever between 12 and 3 o'clock. And yeah, I do suggest they do sell pag oil with the dye, which is again what I use. And pag oil is really good because if there is a leak, it'll help the compressor. I'm sorry, but that feels good. Oh man. It's bad not having AC. Luckily my windows work, but oh, this feels so much nicer. Just running a little bit, making sure the temperature doesn't drop or anything like that. And then, like I said, I'll monitor it for a week and probably check on it next 2 to 3 days with UV light just to make sure there's no leaks, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But that's how you charge your AC really quick, and it only costs $4, or probably if you don't have the hose, it probably costs you like 20 bucks. But then afterwards, save the hose. They're reusable, you know. Use it as many times as you want. That's it. Feels so nice. Now you're gonna want to put the cap back on so no dirt or anything gets in there because it is a valve. Close your hood and you're all set. Best part, it takes less than 5 minutes or so. So it's not something that's gonna take you all day to do just to recharge your AC. As always, follow me on Instagram and yeah, subscribe. Thanks. Oh, look who this is.